Hello, everyone. We're just waiting for YouTube. So, already got that. I gotta change this around too. I forgot. Well, the Zoom is kind of weird. It doesn't always seem to work. We'll just do it. Anyway, all right. Blessings, everyone. This is the chat portion. So, let's see what we got here to come through. So, all right, much love, and here we go. Where all systems go. Yeah, I guess so. Yep. Okay, here we go. Greetings to you. I am Redmond. Blessings with the Syrian race. Much love to your society, humanity. Hello again. So whenever you are ready, we're happy to connect.
Hello, Redmond.
Greetings.
Okay, so first up is Peter, and his first question is, I would like to ask for any messages from my wife and the angels.
Just continue on your path with meaning of that your place here has so much meaning to others. But also you have not found your own meaning, which will find itself over time. Because there's so much you are shedding the third dimensional vibrations from what we are seeing, and your galactic personality will find itself to you. Just continue on what you feel is right for you. This third dimension is not always there to serve for everyone, which brings a lot of depression because many are coming from a fourth dimension vibration, but third dimension there's no connection there. So for the both of you, you are tuning each other from what we see, bringing connections to each other, enhancing your own abilities, bringing messages to yourselves, which will go to others. Blessings.
Okay, his second question is, any advice on what I am experiencing from my guides in regards to my current energy vibration and how to raise my pineal glands, DMT from their observation?
Yes, you're basically being open. Basically, just yes, go with the flow, but also explore your vibrations. Also explore these new connections, mostly in a meditation, but you can do it however you like. And also, the channeling ability seems to be opening a window to channeling seems to be opening up with you also. So basically, just follow the light of ideas. Basically, there's also a chameleon energy around you, from what I'm seeing. Not necessarily causing a blockage, but the chameleon energy is, I believe, an Arcturian vibration that is around you. A Arcturian vortex that will find itself to you. I'll open up your abilities. Basically, an Arcturian vortex. Arcturian energies to help you connect to your guides also. Basically, is what that's about. Blessings.
And next is Kim R. Her first question is, could I ask if I have any messages and what my connections are with the reptilians, please?
Well, any messages at this time? One moment. But yes, you're in the self-discovery of yourself at this time. Right now, to be patient, right now is to just be patient, and your pathway will open when the time is right. It does. You are waiting, from what I'm seeing, for a good reason. The idea will come to you. It is not fully to you yet on your path of fulfillment. As for your connection with your reptilians, you actually had a lot of lifetimes a male reptilian, not just a female. I believe you feel a lot of those male vibrations with you at this time. But also, you have got a lot of good luck in this incarnation because of honor you've had with others to have a positive female incarnation here, from what I'm seeing. Blessings.
Okay, well, we're gonna go over to chat room 1, and first is Dragon. His first question is, my daughter of approximately 10 years old has some memory of a type of being she was. She remembers being a violet, indigo, or bluish-purple reptilian-like being. Big eyes, flat humanoid face with no snout, no bony ridges on the face, and no wings. They had relatively smooth scales. I can't find anything online about this type of being. Can you determine what she was and where those types of beings are, where the types of beings are from, and other things about them?
Just a draconian race, from what I'm saying, a more positive draconian race. I believe it's also connected to the Syrians, so it's a Syrian draconian beings, basically. A very positive being. Yes, you can almost say like a blue dragon energy around that also. Right now, well, they are healers, but they are also explorers. Healers mostly, but explorers also, as all beings are. But this being was very much, with her, she was very much into society, family, and things of that sort. Like here in your planet, it's not that much different with the aliens. They have more technologies, but I believe she was mostly for family. Blessings.
His second question is, it seems that human organs have similarities with pig organs. Skin, heart, and pigs can be sometimes used for donors for transplants. I'm not calling humans pigs, but do you know if pigs' genomes were used in any way as a part of genetic engineering of humans thousands of years ago?
Of course.
Or is it just coincidental?
No.
And it's some yeah.
No, it is, of course. Yes, you are connected to the pig. You are basically a human pig, basically, but you are reptilian. You are certain other beings also. That was their contribution to your creation process. But there's also other entities that are much involved also. Not to say you're just a big walking pig person, not at all, but this was something new that has not been done. That has not been done in this way. Let's put it that way. There's always a uniqueness to every human creation. For yours is very, especially a reptilian brain. Usually, that's not usually common with humans at all. Also, a lot of this contribution to it was partially Zeta that was involved with human creation, but also other entities that are involved. There are several entities involved with your mixing up of your human creation, basically. Blessings.
Next up is Freddie Kulit. Last Sunday during my grounding meditation at 17:10 p.m., I saw an all-blue energetic man with a beard, black eyes, and something written as His Majesty. Who was this? Who sent me that, and what were their messages?
All I am picking up on is a Palladian presence around you, like a grandfather entity. But also there to help you in your incarnation process. Basically, these are like new guides. They're alien guides, basically. One moment. Unison beings. Palladian unison beings, basically, is what they're calling themselves. Yes, they have jumpsuits. They have blonde hair, blue eyes, but it's not all. They're different races also. Basically, they're just helping you open up your Kundalini so you can see more clearly. And you are one of other races, one of other humans, but they call you races. They're going to say that anyway, for some reason. One moment. of connecting to Atlantean knowledge, but also the next generation of human. Basically, you're educating the next generation of human. As you are now, doesn't mean you have to go out on a stage and do anything, but just go by your path. I believe you feel this also. Because you are connecting to humans that are connecting to this earth in a positive way. Your other humans here that are at a low vibration, they do connect to humans before they come here, but some humans are not sure they want to come into this world. With your all welcoming, they are happy to go. Sometimes humans want to incarnate here. It's like I was going to, but I changed my mind. Blessings.
Next up is Xinyu Chi. Her first question is, people with handsome appearances get many privileges in life, while ugly people have less doors open to them. Do spirits take physical appearance into account when they choose their incarnation?
Of course. Yes, everything is put into account, but it's also the experience that you know what you're getting into before you experience it. That is the whole point of experience. If everybody looked pretty all the time, whatever that means, is you all experience almost the same. It just will not. But having diversity is what makes life so fascinating. It's just the humans are making life difficult. You have to look a certain way. That will eventually be lifted from their planet. For right now, they're unlikely to do so, where everyone is accepted. They're unlikely to do that this time. Blessings.
And Xinyu Chi's second question is, are there any advice for me? Thank you.
Meditate more. Think more highly of yourself also. There's part of you that is always putting yourself down from what I'm seeing. That's hard to wonder. Basically, just a negativity release is what you need. Just believe more in yourself. Blessings.
Okay, next is Tara Kingsley. Her first question is, are there any messages from my guides?
Well, interesting enough, I do see the Grim Reaper energy around you, but not what you might see it as. It is a hoax on this planet, and it's one you have dealt with in other incarnations. It is a false death. This Grim Reaper energy is more reptilian, Archon, mostly reptilian, to falsify people of death. And you have battled this in other incarnations. Not to say you're battling it now, but you're all also informing many on your planet in your own way that this fear of death is no longer needed. Blessings.
And Tara's second question is, are there any messages for Christopher?
Right now you're holding on to old past issues, mistakes, kind of holding it against you in some ways. Once you release this, you will see another version of self and see more happiness brought into you. But right now, it is a hurdle, a test for you. But also is walking you from different paths from different timelines. Basically, you can improve a timeline in a certain way, but some of that seems to be blocking you. I just see the past blocking you to a certain degree. The hazard releases through meditation, forgiveness. A great amount of forgiveness is much needed. And also your timelines, I see that coming through more clearly to you. You have more confidence of where you are going. Blessings.
Okay, and next is Carol McLaughlin. Are there any messages for me?
One moment. I'm not 100% sure if you heard this already. Your connection to Venus is actually quite strong, and you're bringing a lot of those vibrations here in this environment. But in a way where it's changing others, changing your family. Your family is very Venetian from what I'm seeing. But at this time, you are settling your vibrations of, yes, family, creation. Family is very important for you. You've had lifetimes with no family. In this lifetime, It is also the family that you much prefer. You've had family lifetimes, of course, that you've had marriage and things that was the exact opposite of what you intended. Very positive incarnation. So you had to try it many times, from what I'm saying. In this incarnation, you have perfected it greatly, but also teaching others how to do it also, of what to do, like a family teacher in astral, of how easy it is to, because the idea for a high vibration family does help with the ascension, it helps with many things, especially those that are having difficulties with their families at this time. As you can see, that's most cases on your planet, a good amount of things. So you're mentor to others. Blessings.
Carol's second question, are there any messages for my daughter, Leah?
One moment. Well, yes, we see with you a lot of Syrian vibrations. We'll also see you might get some humor out of this, as a famous cook in other Earth incarnations. Yes, we see you as a famous cook in other Earth realities going on at this time. Teaching others, you might at least get a laugh out of that, but I'm seeing that loud and clear. Is the reason this is coming through to help you see other realities that are assisting you, and you're bringing balance to other realities. All of your lifetimes, everyone's aspects, you're all assisting each other. Sometimes mostly for the good, but sometimes not always for the good. But that's a lesson that needs to be learned. That will take some time to fully explain. Blessings.
Next is Marianne Arenas. Her first question, are there any messages for me?
One moment. Your guys are just saying take it easy on yourself. There's a lot of stress around you recently. Just basically take it easy. There's a lot of vibrational shifts going on that brought some unpleasantness from what we are seeing. And basically just not necessarily take the week off, but try something different so you can calm the past down, recent days. It does seem like you need a break from everything. At least what they are saying at this time. Blessings.
Her second question, I am requesting galactic origin of my friend Eileen. Blessings.
One moment. Reptilian. One moment. Zeta Reptilian. But mostly Reptilian, Zeta Reptilian, a lot of Zeta Reptilian. There is also aquatic, a fish energies, many lifetimes as a fish being. Many lifetimes as a fish being. Some of this also in your fiction in some ways, basically a humanoid fish. Also, yes, you've had Palladian lifetimes also, but I believe the fish lifetimes are a lot more fascinating. Not to say the other ones were not as fascinating, but those are the fish lifetimes are the most exciting from what I'm gathering. Reptilian was okay, but that's a lot of brute force. The fish ones is quite exciting. I'm gathering. We're not going into details, but I'll leave you with that. Blessings.
Okay, and next is Gregory Sabaco. His first question is, I was making plans to see the eclipse coming up in late August. Does it have any significant purpose for me?
It has spiritual purpose for you, for opening up your abilities, but also that you're assisting the Earth's vibration. But it's up to you. It's what you can still assist. You don't necessarily have to see it happen. I believe it'll be a positive experience for you, for sure. Blessings.
His second question, does anybody have any messages for me?
One moment. At this time, you are actually working with your DNA. As for enhancing it, as for changing it, to connect more with your galactic beings, your galactic self, you're actually enhancing your DNA so you can open up your frequency to connect with higher dimensional beings. You might see a reptilian around you because actually reptilians are assisting you. But also see a Pleiadian Syrian assistance also. Also, the Zetas, you're not of judgmentalness to them at all as you are walking into your vibration also. From what we are seeing, not necessarily, this might take some time for you to get used to. It's up to you. You don't have to connect with it. But you see you assisting the Zetas as you've not fully rejected them as others have. And others seeing you not rejecting them cause alarm, but also brings more comfort that the Zetas are not something to be afraid of. This is obviously the astral state of mind at this time. Of course, in astral, you have much knowledge, but not always. You're basically assisting the sleeping human to awaken, basically. Lessons.
Okay, on over to chat room 1.1. For Sheena, her first question is, for days I've been laying not being able to move because of the feeling of my bones being crushed. Is this from astral flights? And also a few days earlier, a reptilian laid beside me and wanted me to know he was scaly, or is this something else?
Yes, that is a reptilian. As for what is going on with your... What was the beginning of this first question?
Her bones feel like they're being crushed, so she's not able to move. Is this from astral flights or something else?
Some of it is from astral. It's also going through a Kundalini transition, a change at this time. I believe you're refreshing a lot of your chakras at this time. You're flushing them out. This is why I feel like you're not moving, because you're flushing a lot. A lot of the Earth's energy is changing. You're changing with the Earth also, from what I'm seeing. You're changing with the Earth, the change of the astral Earth. It has to do with new vibrations coming through. You are letting out the old and with the new, basically. I believe this will change also. As for you will be able to move around, mobilize more. Lessons.
And Sheena's second question is, are there any cryptic messages from my twin flame that crossed over to do what he left to me? Or any other messages?
Well, yes, there is a cryptic message. There is a statue of a reptilian that you go to in astral. There is an item, and it's a hidden place that the two of you only go to. There is an emerald within that statue that you only know. It contains a lot of, I can say that it contains a lot of knowledge about reptilians that they don't really want you to know, and you're using it for your advantage, basically. But there's much more to the statue of how it got there, where it came from, who it is. That is for you to connect with. To give you a little bit more detail, it is of a one of royalty that one of the reptilians used to worship. I wanted to at least say that, but it is for you to fill in the holes after that. Also, his heart is still with you, of course. He's also showing a yellow brick road, but it is of round yellow bricks, but they're just one after the other. It's not it's just brick after brick, basically. He's showing a river, and the two of you will meet there. Blessings.
Next up is Kim. Do I have any messages, and what are my connections with the reptilians?
You sure that's not a question that was already mentioned? There's another. It's okay.
This is for Kim.
One moment. Other reps. There was two parts of this question.
Yes. Are there any messages, and what are her connections with the reptilians?
One moment. The reptilians, you were very much a leader at one time. One moment. And you're still going through that leadership energy from what I'm seeing. We got a lot of karma from that because your leadership wasn't always the best. So you're kind of going through karma in this incarnation. You didn't always make the right decisions from what I'm gathering at this time. And that's pretty much the message also. Basically, what the karma information. Blessings.
Okay, next is Henry E. Milton. Are there any messages from my galactic family?
One moment. At this time, yes, you're clearing a lot of the archon connections that were around you. You're learning from them and also teaching others how to connect with them in a positive way. You became like a father to many of them. As like there's no reason for complete manipulation of this planet. But right now the human is not really ready for it. At least the lower vibrational human not even realizing their existence. One moment. You're also connecting to a dinosaur collective, it seems. For laughs, for joy, for just releasing of this Earth's vibration. So you can connect to what brings more happiness. I see a lot of dinosaur energies for you. Basically, just go there to hang out for what I'm saying. And astral, please. To balance your vibrations. But also you're going through a lot of heavy incarnation here because of your dinosaur connection. You're used to heavy situations. Blessings.
And Henry's second question, are there any messages from the Archon Collective?
Well, they are thanking you for your connection with them, and you will most likely receive more of a positive point of view from them as you have cleared out a lot of negativity from them. But also, you will educate others of how the archons operate because you will get intuitive information from them. Many of them have changed, many of them have not, but you're connecting to the ones that have changed. Many of them choose not to, which is fine. That is part of their path. But those that have are seeing a less control environment over humans. Blessings.
Okay, next is Symmetry, and his first question, are there any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, message from the Galactic Federation. What? You've been connecting to a lot of feline beings, female feline beings in astral. One moment. And also assisting guardians on this planet, what it seems, for first contact. Basically, you are involved in the first contact connection. Of course, that is sometime in your Earth's future, but it does seem like you're involved with its process. Because the last, yes, and also you are connecting to other versions of yourself, meaning not other aspects, but other individuals of human that's been going through the same problems you have and bringing solutions to them, or finding solutions from them also, it seems. Blessings.
Symmetry's second question, will my life ever change?
Of course. But it just takes time for it to change, of course. It just, some wanted right away because they're kind of tired of what they're going through. Quite understandable. But also, patience will bring in positivity of change if you wish it to do so. It's just patience, basically. Blessings.
Okay, next is Angie S. Do you have any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, your guys at this time are having, yes, difficulties connecting with you. Right now, your belief system is still in the third density environment. Also, they're showing you cooking dinner as another way of meditation, but also you are opening up other realities, but you're not fully ready to see it. Other realities are right around the corner for you, but you're not, well, possibly you will see it. Basically, your abilities it's opening up slowly. Other realities, meaning alien realities, seem to be right around the corner as for becoming more of a known to you. I believe some of it's been known throughout these questions, but also I believe it would be a direct connection. I believe the first one would be a Palladian connection as a strong connection. Blessings.
Angie's second question, does my boyfriend's mother have any messages for Alex?
Moment. Mostly not at this time, but wait a minute, one moment. She is still going through a hard time, even on her transition. It is still she's connected to this earth and unlikely to have a future incarnation here. But she's around him in his happy times. She shows up when he is having a good time. When he's having a bad time, she leaves him be. She does send him vibration, but kind of keeps her distance, just to give him his space. But during his happy times, he's there to experience it with him. Because he doesn't always want her to see, the down times he's having, but he does want her to see the positives. Lessons.
Next is Donna Riggs. Her first question, my friend Linda F. would like to know what planet her sister Susan comes from. What alien type is she?
I see a lot of her alien origins coming from Orion, a humanoid Orion. One moment. What planet? Well, a planet in Orion. I'm getting the name of Axis. Axis. A-X-I-S. Axis. That's only for your Earth environment to connect with. I believe it has another more vibrational name, but for right now, Axis is fine. Like Earth Axis. It is a very much actually a Pleiadian-based world, even if it is in our Orion, as one of the Pleiadian waves are in that planet's vibration. But she's very much within the Orion energies. A place she goes to often for incarnations. Blessings.
And Donna's second question, it seems like things are turning to the upside for me, but it is still hard. Any information on what's in store for the future?
Not giving a full detail of what is going on at this time. These are basically, these are life lessons, obviously. You wanted to see things in a different direction, but the storm is here, but it will be on its way. Right now, the storm is there because lessons there are much needed to be learned. I'm not giving. Let's see if I can get any further than this. I know that your guys are kind of holding back because they want you to learn your lessons and they don't want to go into full detail. But it does seem like this situation you kind of saw it coming, but not truly saw it coming. But part of you was seeing it and didn't want to see it. But as for its, they see it will come to an end around your December, is what I'm saying. But I believe it will start to cool off. But they say around December. That is the only thing I'm given for that. Blessings.
Next up is Amy. Her first question, will you check my thyroid to see how it's doing and send any healing if needed?
Let's send you healing, but I believe it is as its maximum capacity as it is as for healing. But it is... One moment. We will do what we can here, but yes, it's not as bad as you might. We're not seeing anything really negative there, but yes, we'll send it energy anyway. Blessings.
And Amy's second question, are there any messages of healing for me?
One moment. From Archangel Metatron, it says a lot of this is coming from your vibration, not necessarily causing your health defects, but to make it bigger a problem than it needs to be. Right now, yes, some of it does need healing, yes, but a lot of your nerves is making it worse. So basically, just go with the flow. You will find healing there. It's just there's some part of you that is causing. It's just basically see a more positive outcome. Basically, what it's saying. Part of you has a fear energy. Blessings.
Next up is Jess. Her first question, was the scary situation last night just a fluke accident or was there a negative entity involved?
Usually there's a negative entity involved, and yes, there was one, but nothing to worry about. But I believe it is gone at this time. Blessings.
For second question, will Archangel Metatron send healing energy to my throat and help send light to my overall chakra system to assist me at this time?
Of course, he's usually connecting to you, actually connecting to Michael the most, but yes, Metatron will send assistance. Blessings.
Next up is Tate. His first question, can information be given on the harmonized matrix?
Basically, you can download a lot of this information on your own. But for the matrix itself, you can see right through it if you wish to do so. But some of you aren't meant to fully see through it because you have a chart here to live in third density. But it will open itself up when you are ready to see the rest. But as for what is going on is matrix after matrix after matrix to make it difficult for you to see around it. But more of you connecting to your abilities, you will see right through all of them. Because basically what they do is they have backups. They can only last, but then, when you go through one, the other ones just kind of glow, so you kind of go right through them. Because the idea is to keep you involved in this state of mind, but they're realizing also that's not always going to be foolproof. For many are letting go, and it will collapse eventually. Blessings.
His second question, how effective is it for human healers to heal Gaia?
Very effective. Just a word is a positive word. Just one word is very powerful. So when you add several words to it, it becomes even more powerful. Like a hurricane, where a hurricane of light is very effective. It's instantly effective also. Of course, when you do a negative, it's instantly connected to, which cause earthquakes, which cause storms, negative storms. There are good storms, there are harsh storms. But a positive vibration is very magnetic. It just makes the whole world a better place. If more humans did it, you would have a different world right now. Blessings.
Next up is Debbie M. Will my daughter be accepted into the nursing program this fall?
I believe so, yes.
And her second question, how does my stepson truly feel about me?
One moment. He has trouble connecting to you, but I believe he cares for you. But he's not sure what to think of you, so there might be some negativity there. But not because he's thinking of you in negative. It just you two of you just don't seem to hit it off, from what I'm gathering. At least what I'm picking up on. You've had very different lifetimes, and that is the reason why. At least that's what I'm picking up on. And yes, you're on different pages from what I'm seeing. So, but he's trying to be as positive as he can, but he's having difficulties connecting with you because they're so different. Blessings.
Next is Miles B. His first question, are there any messages for me?
Not to worry about anything. Yes, there are things to worry about, of course, but it will all work itself out. Just meditation with your guides will be helpful. Connecting to your guides will be very helpful. Also, realizing nature, the power of nature would help you also. Connect to a rock, a tree. Yes, humanity will mostly reject that, but that is okay for you to connect with because it'll help you open up. They'll also help you connect to Agarthian energies if you wish to go in that direction. Blessings.
Miles' second question, are any messages from my spirit guides about my moving situation?
Yes, it would be positive. It is, yes, will not be easy, but it will be positive. This is the right thing for you. It's something you've been thinking about for some time, of course. And you have some doubts around it, of course, but I believe for the most part, it is the right decision. Don't worry so much. That's what they say.
Next is Jim F. How is my progress clearing and releasing negative energies going?
It is going well, but it's a slow process, but it's needed because some of those negative energies you need right now for lessons, for warning. You just but you are doing well. Realize sometimes people want to be healed instantly, but you can't because you have a contract with those entities. Yes, it is a bummer, but also a blessing. It's just hard to see that when you're going through it. Blessings.
Jim's second question, any messages for me?
Yes, Archangel Michael is very strong around you. He says connecting to him will bring you new messages. Mostly private messages, not necessarily for the public eye, but mostly it's healing messages, healing vibrations. He's not going into too much detail. One moment. That is all at this time. Blessings.
Next is Crystal Eve. Does the sun have a message for me?
Yes, the sun says it misses you. You've had several incarnations within the sun. But right now, your healing with the sun, your connection with the sun is actually getting a lot stronger. I do see a youth energy coming to you also throughout your chakras, and also not necessarily through your facial, possibly, but definitely through your chakra system, so you can think more clearly. I also see a transition to more of a light being energy around you. Over time, it will find itself to you. Blessings.
And Crystal Eve's second question, do the ETs have a message for me?
They say, yes, in Astral, when you connect to the canines, it is party all night with them. You go to different worlds, canine worlds. You're also part of the canine. They want to call it military, but it is a military that you are involved with, but of light. It is not of negative. But either way, it's a military that you're involved with, also for decision making. And they said you will be back with them soon, meaning that you will, in your incarnation process in your future, you will definitely. I see a connection. I believe you already made a decision, but either way, it is your canine connection is so strong right now. Most likely, you receive messages from this little hints here and there. Blessings.
Next is Susie. Her first question, can the Prime Creator please tell us if there will be any hurricane storms in the Texas Gulf Coast during the months of August and September 2017?
Most likely, they are not allowed to say anything because it interferes with the life experience. Not to worry, just get a nice raincoat, is what he says. Umbrella might not work. A raincoat will work wonders, he says. Blessings. That's a joke.
Her second question, I am afraid that potential employers will discriminate against me because of my age. Can the Prime Creator give me advice on any aspect of me to counteract others' prejudices? Because I need to find and keep a job.
You will do what we can. One moment. There is. Well, seeing how the job market isn't exactly in a good shape at this time, and you're going to younger employees because they have to give them less. Right now, the job market isn't in good shape as it is. To hire elder employees is possible, but not exactly be something that you might want to go to. But they do exist. But he will send you assistance, of course.
And on to chat room 2 for Vasco. Are there any messages from any beings?
One moment. Yes, there's a lot of Agarthian energies around you at this time, especially the tree people have been connecting to you in Astral a lot recently. You might see a tree, see a door open, walk through that door, and take you to Agartha in your meditations or through visualization. It is a place that you go for healing often, it seems, recently. And in a new reality you can connect to if you wish. There are beings in Agartha that have not been seen, at least by through imagination, that you are connecting to all the time. Blessings.
And Vasco's second question. I have been getting goosebumps a lot lately. Who is this, and do they have any messages for me?
It's basically your spirit guides. There are some Syrian aliens. There are Pleiadian energies around you, actually. It's mostly your spirit guides. They're just letting you know that you are ready to connect more. They're just letting you know. They're just giving you a little nod here and there, saying hello. That's all. Blessings.
And next is Wanda11. Her first question: who blinks my lamp and at night and turns it off and on by my recliner? Then sometimes I feel a presence on my head or a tingling through my body. And last night from 1 to 4 a.m., somebody worked on my head, like throbbing or pulsing on the back of my head. Who was this?
It's not just who. Yes, there's several beings. They're Pleiadian energies. Basically, your galactic family is just saying hello. Same as the other, but also they are. There's a vortex that opened up around you recently. So most likely they're going to be hanging out. You might even see a feline being there and an aquatic fish being there also. They're just basically just letting you know that you've asked them to show up, and here they are. Basically, it's your galactic family. They're not giving much detail. There's a Pleiadian being by the name of... Anton. Blessings.
Wanda11's second question is: was this the same presence of who was working on me this morning when I awoke? They were
Yes.
doing some tapping on my body, and I still feel their presence now at 4 p.m. as I type this all over my head like a tight cap on the side on the side of my face.
Yes, they are assisting your Kundalini. They're doing a lot of health repairs to you. This is your galactic family. I believe it's mostly a Pleiadian presence, but as I said, there is a feline being. They're not fully identifying themselves. Blessings.
And on chat room 3, Stacy's first question: are there any messages from my angel aspect?
Yes, the challenges you're going through, you ask to go through to awaken yourself, to awaken your spiritual direction, but also you are connected to your Garthan energies. Those energies should come through you more clearly as for seeing a giant or a little person like a leprechaun. There's actually a lot of leprechaun energies around you at this time. You actually have aspects as a leprechaun being also. Not necessarily in Ireland, that's a misconception. They are everywhere. They're just mostly, they've been seen in Ireland, but they're seen as Irish, but there's much more to it than that. Over time, this will come more clearly. Right now, this is kind of cryptic at this time.
And Stacy's second question: any messages from Prime Creator at this time?
Basically, it says you asked for difficulties and they delivered. But also, these tough tests are here to awaken so many. It has values to it. The value won't show itself anytime soon, because you're going through a test right now. They can't fully show the results right where you're going through it. Sometimes they do that, not in this case. Also, this is a male energy around you. I believe a relationship. You start to connect with him more telepathically. Also, the healing will start to come through more clearly. Sometimes been blocked. I believe you start to interconnect through vibrations. Blessings.
And for the last questions, my name's Chloe, and my first question: does my brother Dylan's higher self have a message for him?
I have a message for him.
Yes.
Just concentrate on what you want. He's having difficulties making a choice also, but his choice will be the right choice. Also, his taste in music is helping his vibration, helping him experience life in a more positive energy. He actually brought music with himself, but it is not translating into this environment very well. Music here is kind of so-so with him. It's okay, but it could be better. Blessings.
And for my second question, are there any messages for my higher self?
Is this for you or for your brothers?
Of any messages from my higher self to me?
Actually, your higher self is saying you're releasing a lot of Anunnaki vibration that's been around you in the past. And this is another reason why you feel like you're disjointed, you're not part of this world, because you're actually been battling a lot of low vibrations here from from others. You've been actually battling a lot of the mind control from others. And you've come out of that quite a bit, but that way you feel disjolted because you feel like it's an energy vampire around you. As they've been trying to control you to put you in their world, and you rejected it, so you feel rejected altogether to be part of their reality. So yes, life it's slowly finding its place with you. You're piecing it back together. But right now there's a low vibrations around them that was like a webbing. They're unaware of it. They thought it was normal. For you, it was not normal. So you're rebuilding yourself from within. Your higher self, say. Blessings.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, blessings and harmony, light, and soul understanding. Blessings from the Syrians, and good day. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. I had a spirit guide change. Usually I get messages here. Now I'm getting it over here. So anyway, I had a regime change recently, so things might start sounding differently because of that. So anyway, all right, blessings everyone, and see you next Thursday or this Thursday, whatever. Blessings.